speaking the truth of the word and reaching the youth, saving souls of the old, doing God's work with more to do. And he turn it up every week and get lit. And nigga in church on Sunday, you can tune in and get your fix. Turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up.
Winston Churchill said, "The price of greatness is responsibility." And unfortunately, some people are so busy trying to manage their past, they don't have time to manage their present or prepare for the future. Managing, hear me, what God has put in your hands right now is the key to life. And whatever you fail to manage can manage to make you fail. But in a kingdom, the leader chooses his people. And this is why Jesus said, "You did not choose me, but I chose you." Why does a king choose his people? Because in a kingdom, hear me, what the king is saying is the king is taking personal responsibility for the quality of life of his citizens. Because a real king, a true king, knows that his glory does not exist only in what he was able to obtain, but it is in the quality of life that his citizens were able to enjoy. Now, I need you to catch this morning, because when I talk to you about abundant life, I'm not just talking about money and cars and clothes and things. He wants us, hear me, to have a high quality life. Because some of you can testify that there are some problems that you can get into that a check can't help you. There are some sicknesses that you can fight against that checks can't help you heal. You need a high quality of life. He don't want you waking up every morning feeling depressed, feeling dejected, feeling unloved, feeling suicidal. But he wants you to be holistic in every part of your life. He wants you to be whole, hear me family, in your spirit man, your soul, your financial bodies, your family, your children. Everything that pertains to you is where God wants you to be blessed. God blesses you, come here, according to your ability. This is why it's dangerous to look at other people and what they have and desire what they have. First of all, you don't know what they had to go through to get what they have. You don't know the price that they had to pay for that. And so here it is, he gives some 5, he gave some 2, and he gave some 1. God blesses on levels. God never blesses you with what you want. He blesses you with what you can manage. Why do you think God allowed you to raise those bad kids? Come here. Why do you think God assigned them to your hand? Because God knew that you are anointed to raise children that could nobody else raise. So no matter how you complain about it, no matter how you look at it and say, "Lord, these children getting on my nerves," I want you to remember God is the one that puts them in your hands. I can't get no help right down through there. God says, here it is, "I am the Lord thy God, I change it not." Don't tell me about your condition trying to get me to change my covenant. I put the kids under your control because you have what is in you to manage them well. And God is holding you responsible for how you manage, here it is, his children. Why do you think God put you in that environment? He put you in that environment. He allowed you to be in that environment because you can handle it. I know it's a lot of weight. I know it's a struggle, but God put you there because he knew that you could manage what it is you're dealing with. And I've come this morning to encourage somebody that's carrying a load this morning, somebody that's dealing with something this morning. I've come to tell you that God allowed you to be in it because he knows that you can manage it. God has given you that marriage. God has given you that spouse. God gave you those children. God gave you that job. God gave you all those things that you have. Watch this. Be careful when you begin to complain about what you prayed for. Come here. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you because here it is. We got to get back to praising God the right way. We got to get back to lifting up God's name. We've gotten too comfortable with him, and we don't praise as we should. So here it is. Listen, God wants us to be, when you come into the church, he wants you to say, I was glad when they said unto me, come, let's go to the house of the Lord. He don't want you to come in to see who's singing and what's going to go. He wants you to come in the door glad. He wants you to say, listen, I thought about it all day yesterday. I couldn't wait to get in his presence. As a matter of fact, I woke up a little bit early because God's been so good to me. I couldn't wait to get to the... Is there anybody in here that's glad to be in the house of the Lord? Do you know what God is saying right there? God is saying, I'm tired of sitting in another one of your boring services where don't nobody praise me. And I'm looking for a preacher that has the guts to shut the whole thing down if the people are not praising me. If nobody wants to praise me, if nobody wants to worship me, if nobody's excited about what I've done for them, if nobody wants to give me anything, if nobody wants to lift up my name, God says, I'm looking for somebody that's not afraid to shut it down until I'm given the praise that I deserve. He says, when the band plays, I don't want it to be a regular playing just anyway. I want you to play to the point that your instrument becomes another extension of your being. Because that's when you make Satan mad. Because Satan was the angelic angel and he had instruments in his body. And when you begin to play and you don't care who's looking, you don't care what the pitch is, you're praying from your heart and it's coming out of the speaker to my people. God says, that's how I want you to play for me. I want you to sing like you did this morning. I want you to sing a certain kind of way. I want you to sing, and then the angels in heaven hear you singing, and then the angels join in to hear you sing, and then you sing what the angels say. Holy, holy, holy. It goes back and forth and back and forth. God says, then my glory can show up.
Pastor Luke, speaking the truth of the word and reaching the youth, saving souls of the old, doing God's work with more to do. And he turning up every week and getting lit. Nigga in church on Sunday, you can tune in and get your fix. Turn up, turn up, turn up.